Hello everyone and welcome back to Coach Craig's Sports. Today is Sunday, July 3rd, and this is the MLB DFS video for today. So in today's video, we'll be taking a look back at yesterday's picks, seeing how they turned out, talking about my core picks for today's slate as a 9-game main slate overall, and then going over to my article over at WeBetATS.com and talking about my top GPP stacks for today as well. But without further ado, we'll get started with a recap of yesterday's picks. At the pitcher position, we had George Kirby, $8,500. Got to 49 points. He was a hit in the second overall pitcher on yesterday's slate. The only pitcher that scored more points than him yesterday was Spencer Strider, who was also in my cheat sheet. Then at first base, we had Rhys Hoskins, $3,300. Got to 6 points, so he was a push. Not a guy that killed you, not a guy that put you over the top, but a decent little play. Could have been a little bit better, though, still altogether. Then at second base, we had Colton Wong, $2,900, got to 25.2 points. He was a hit and the third overall second baseman on yesterday's slate. At third base, we had Alex Bregman, $3,000, got to 9.7 points, so he was a hit. And then last but not least, we had Kyle Tucker, $3,600, got to 28.4 points, so he was a hit in the third overall outfielder on yesterday's slate. So a pretty solid day yesterday. If you went with these core 5 picks and you had some other solid picks with that, you probably did pretty well. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to the core picks for today. So we're going to start off at the pitcher position. It's not a position I'm super fond of today. I did put Brandon Woodruff in here at $10,000. I think he's honestly just a little bit overpriced given his situation at this point in time. But averaging just under 31 fantasy points per game on the season, goes against the Pittsburgh Pirates, so a very favorable matchup. He has pretty good history versus these hitters as well. It is the second start back from the IL, which is a little bit of concern, although he did have 10 strikeouts last time and pitched very well, but was only able to throw 76 pitches in that game, so he may be on the pitch count once again. Hopefully that's closer to 85. Hopefully we get that 6 innings, a win, and a quality start out of him today. Then we move down to first base with Joey Votto at $2,700, averaging about 8.5 fantasy points per game on the season. Goes against the Atlanta Braves and Charlie Morton today. He's pitching a little bit better as of late, but Joey Votto has pretty decent history versus him in his career, 11 for 35 versus Charlie Morton. So definitely like a little bit of a pay down option in Joey Votto today. Then we move down to third base with Austin Riley, $3,400, averaging just over 11.5 fantasy points per game on the season. Been very hot as of late. 3 straight multi-hit games. Goes against Luis Castillo today. Kind of hit or miss this year when it comes to Luis Castillo, but Austin Riley 1 for 3 versus him in his career, and I think offers a ton of upside today. Then we're going to go over to shortstop with Luis Urias. Obviously, the Brewers hitter's going to look pretty good once again today. $3,000, averaging just over 9.5 fantasy points per game on the season. 3 for 4 versus Jose Quintana, the Pittsburgh Pirates starter for today. So I do like the upside that's there with Luis Urias once again today. Then last but not least, we have Juan Soto. He has $3,800. Goes against the Miami Marlins and Pablo Lopez. Pretty good history versus him in his career. 8 for 23 with 2 home runs versus Lopez. So definitely a ton of upside there. And Juan Soto is starting to come around and starting to hit the ball a little bit better as of late. So definitely like the upside that's there and getting him at a slightly discounted price overall today. But with that being said, if you go with these 5 players, you'll have $12,100 remaining, just over $3,000 per player. Potentially paying up a little bit for someone. I don't think there's anybody you have to pay up for today, so maybe looking more like a balanced build overall though. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to my article over at WeBetATS.com and talk about my top GPP stacks for today. So the first one that I do have is the Houston Astros going against Jose Suarez of the Los Angeles Angels. Pretty good matchup here. They have pretty good history versus him as well, so definitely not afraid to attack some Astros hitters once again today, whether it's Jose Altuve, Alex Bregman. You could go Yordan Alvarez. He's a little bit banged up as well. Uriel has some pretty decent history versus Suarez as well. Definitely a lot of different options out there. Then I kind of already talked about the Brewers just a little bit, but they look pretty good today going against Jose Quintana. Most of these Brewers hitters have hit him pretty well in the past. Then we had the Twins going against Tyler Wells. Not a long history here, but some of these Twins hitters do have decent price tags and should have some success versus him today. And then last but not least, we have the Atlanta Braves, who have hit Luis Castillo pretty well. And he's kind of a guy that's been so hit or miss this year. Some starts it's really good, some starts it's really bad. If it's more on the bad side, the Braves are going to be a team that you want to stack today overall. But with that being said, these are my core picks as well as top GPP stacks for today, July 3rd. As always, if you have any questions related to MLB DFS, be sure to leave them down in the comments below and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Also, be sure to let me know your favorite play on today's slate, whether it's someone from my core 5 picks, whether it's someone from my top GPP stacks or whether it's a completely different player you guys think I missed. Definitely interested in hearing what you have to say. But with that being said, if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Definitely would appreciate it. Helps to build the community that we're trying to build here at Coach Craig Sports, which is one that's truly for you, the viewers, helping you with your DFS. Mainly MLB at this point in time, but once we get back around to the NFL and NBA regular seasons, I'll be covering those two sports as well. And then with that being said, if you are newer current subscribers yet to do so, also be sure to hit that notification bell down below. It's going to let you know every single time I post up a new video. Like I've been saying, I post up daily MLB DFS videos just like this. But with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And then last but not least, special shout out to each and every one of you watching today's video. I truly do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Definitely means a lot to me, and I hope each and every one of you has a great rest of your day.